November 2025 has arrived, and with it, an unexpected biting cold has swept across the UK and much of Europe. The air is sharp, the ground is hard with frost, and the familiar sights of autumn are quickly vanishing beneath a wintry glaze. The chill in the air feels more like the depths of January than the gentle transition of autumn, catching many off guard and leaving people scrambling for their warmest coats and scarves. Meteorologists have dubbed this phenomenon a false winter, a prolonged stretch of winter-like weather arriving far too early, disrupting the natural rhythm of the seasons and confusing both people and wildlife alike. This isn't just a brief cold snap. It's a sustained and unusual pattern, affecting everything from our daily routines and energy bills to the very survival of wildlife that depend on predictable seasons. The early freeze is putting a strain on our homes, making roads treacherous, and even impacting our mental well-being as we adjust to darker, colder days much sooner than expected. Meanwhile, nature is struggling to adapt. Birds are confused, animals are searching for scarce food, and plants are wilting under the unexpected frost. As we pull on thick jumpers and scarves in what should be a mild autumn, we're left to wonder, is this just a rare event? Or are we witnessing the first signs of a new climate reality? In this video, we'll dive into the causes behind this early freeze, examine its wide-ranging impacts, and discuss practical ways we can prepare ourselves and our communities for the unique challenges of a false winter, now and in the years to come. To grasp the significance of 2025's early freeze, let's look back at recent autumns. The past decade has swung between extremes, flooding from relentless rain and heat waves stretching into October. These unpredictable patterns have confused both people and nature, delaying harvests and tricking plants into blooming twice. Now, instead of warmth and wetness, we're facing a stark, early cold. The sharp frosts and biting winds mark a dramatic shift from the gentle autumns of memory. Our climate isn't just warming, it's becoming more erratic, with wild swings from one extreme to another. Autumn is no longer a reliable bridge between summer and winter, but a battleground of competing weather patterns. This volatility is the new normal, and we must be ready for anything. A classic British autumn is something we've come to cherish, marked by a gentle, gradual change. We expect crisp, invigorating mornings that give way to golden afternoons, where the sunlight filters softly through the turning leaves. Nature, too, follows this slow wind-down, preparing for the colder months ahead in a measured, predictable way. Wildlife and plants depend on this steady transition. Hedgehogs fatten up for hibernation, birds gather and migrate to warmer places, and trees put on a spectacular show, shedding their leaves in a colourful, almost celebratory display that carpets the ground. But in 2025, that gentle decline has vanished. Instead, we're seeing a sudden, jarring plunge into winter conditions, with snow and ice arriving far earlier than anyone expects. Nature is caught off guard. Animals can't prepare in time, their routines disrupted, and trees, still heavy with leaves, risk serious damage from the weight of early snow and ice. Our infrastructure isn't ready either. Frozen pipes burst unexpectedly, and icy, treacherous roads appear weeks ahead of schedule, catching communities unprepared. The loss of a predictable autumn is more than just nostalgia. It's a warning sign that our environmental stability is slipping away, affecting both nature and our daily lives. The disconnect between what we expect and what we're actually experiencing is deeply unsettling. And it's a clear signal that our climate is in rapid, unpredictable transition, changing faster than we can easily adapt. We're left asking, how do we adapt when the very rhythm of the seasons is out of sync and the familiar patterns we rely on are disappearing? The answer starts with understanding the powerful forces behind this change and recognizing that our response must be just as swift and thoughtful. The culprit behind our false winter is the jet stream, a high-altitude river of wind that shapes our weather. Normally, it keeps cold polar air at bay, but as the Arctic warms, the jet stream weakens and meanders. These big loops can get stuck, bringing prolonged spells of extreme weather, heat waves, or, as now, deep cold. In 2025, a stubborn dip in the jet stream is funneling Arctic air over Europe, locking us into an early freeze. This isn't just theory. Weather maps show the pattern clearly. A warming Arctic disrupts global systems, making our seasons less predictable and more extreme. The jet stream's new behavior is a key reason why autumns are no longer what they used to be. Climate scientists and meteorologists are watching this false winter with concern. Experts like Dr. Hannah Cloak confirm that a weakened, wavy jet stream matches climate change predictions. They stress the difference between weather and climate. One cold autumn doesn't disprove global warming. In fact, climate change increases the risk of extreme, unpredictable events, cold snaps included. Forecasts had already hinted at this early chill, showing how volatility is becoming the norm. The scientific consensus is clear, stable, predictable seasons are behind us. We must expect the unexpected and adapt our lives accordingly. The message is urgent. Prepare for more surprises as our climate continues to shift. A false winter hits home in practical ways. Heating bills soar as we turn on radiators earlier, straining household budgets, especially for those already struggling. Roads become hazardous before councils are ready, causing accidents and travel chaos. Health risks rise, with vulnerable people facing cold-related illnesses and mental health challenges from the extended gloom. Even simple pleasures, autumn walks, local sports, are lost to the early freeze. The abrupt end of autumn disrupts routines and erodes our quality of life. The cost of a false winter is felt in our wallets, our well-being, and our communities. For wildlife, a false winter is more than just a cold spell. It's a true crisis that throws their survival strategies into chaos. Birds lose vital food sources to early frosts as insects and berries disappear before they can be eaten. Hibernators like hedgehogs and bats may not survive if they're caught unprepared, unable to build up enough fat reserves or find shelter in time. Sudden cold snaps can trigger hibernation too soon or even wake animals at the wrong time, draining their precious energy reserves and leaving them vulnerable to starvation or freezing. Trees still in full leaf suffer severe damage from unexpected frost and heavy snow, while late crops can be ruined overnight, threatening both wild food sources and human food supplies. The entire ecosystem falls out of sync. Plants, insects, birds and mammals all miss their seasonal cues, leading to confusion and missed opportunities for feeding, breeding and growth. Farmers face devastating crop losses, and food webs unravel as resources vanish too soon, leaving animals and people alike struggling to adapt. The harmony of nature is replaced by confusion and decline, as familiar patterns are disrupted and wildlife faces new, unpredictable challenges. This is one of the most alarming signs of a climate in turmoil, where the old rhythms of the seasons no longer hold true. Our natural world is struggling to keep pace with the new seasonal chaos, and the consequences ripple through every part of the environment, affecting us all. While we can't control the weather, we can prepare for false winters. Insulate your home, seal drafts, use thick curtains, and know how to shut off your water in case of frozen pipes. Get your car winter ready. Check tyres, antifreeze, and pack an emergency kit. Rethink travel plans, work from home if possible during icy spells. Help wildlife. Put out high-energy food and fresh water for birds, and create shelters for small animals in your garden. Check on vulnerable neighbours to ensure they're safe and warm. Community support is vital in extreme weather. Small actions add up, making us all more resilient in the face of unpredictable seasons. The false winter of 2025 is a wake-up call. Our climate is changing, and so must we. Understanding the science empowers us to adapt, not despair. The impacts are real, but so is our capacity for resilience. By insulating homes, helping wildlife, and supporting each other, we can weather these new extremes. Let's face the future with knowledge, compassion, and practical action. The seasons may be shifting, but our ability to care for one another remains strong. Together, we can navigate whatever the weather brings.